today.
Yeah, we are outside of the AkChin Community Studios today, but we are at the AkChin Recreation Center out in Maricopa for the 17th annual Nabi basketball tournament going on. AkChin and Nabi have been partners for all 17 years of the tournament. Really cool event, 128 teams. I was just talking with Robert Miguel, the chairman of the AkChin community, and he was giving me some facts about the tournament. As I asked, 128 teams, that's a lot. How many from outside? Because I had a buddy text me, too, who said, we hosted one of the teams that came in from this remote fishing area in Alaska. So how many of these teams are actually from outside of Arizona? It's over 100. Over 100 of the 128 are from outside of Arizona.
That right?
He also said it's the largest boys and girls indigenous peoples basketball tournament anywhere in the world.
It's a great deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one game after another after another. I went and I watched, and the quality of refereeing was outstanding.
Was it really?
It was. The NBA could learn something from what's going on in there. It really was good. No, listen, and I love this. It's if anything taps into my sense of nostalgia, it's being in gyms like this. You know what I mean? You feel it to where you wouldn't go to Vegas.
When you get called into the end of the game situation, you're called off the bench, and your coach calls on you because somebody fouled out.
And you just jack up the first
You just drain a 28-footer at the buzzer.
That's what you do. That's what you do. And then you go back to the huddle, and you don't even sit on the bench because you're so stupid.
After you told that story on the air, have you been hit up by anybody from Hollywood asking to commission the rights to the movie?
Nobody could figure out who would play a young Dan Bickley, though.
Shia LaBeouf.
There you go. If it worked for John McEnroe, it could work for me. There we go. I like that. Okay.
That was an excellent movie, by the way.
But this is why. Well, it was amazing. But this is why you go to Summer League. You like this stuff. You like that vibe of basketball game after basketball game after basketball game after basketball game.
That's why, the concept of conference tournaments, to me, that's the most appealing thing to it. Mostly, I get it. There's a financial aspect to it when you're talking about conference tournaments, especially in the big conferences. But that atmosphere, going game after game after game, and if you go to Summer League in Vegas, they got two gyms working within walking distance of each other. You don't have to go outside from one gym to the other. There's a walkway to the other gym. So you can just kind of pick and choose what you want to see. It's a really good time, and I'm not sitting here doing a commercial for the NBA. I just think they've done a nice job of something that's been around for a really long time in the NBA.
Yeah.
Summer League, an opportunity for some younger players or maybe players trying to hook on in the league or get some people to notice them. It's been around forever. But the fact that they've now made it front and center and the way they've presented it, I think it's a good time. I've only gone up there once. I'm planning on going again this summer.
Yeah, there you go. So here we've got a Phoenix Suns basketball team where a lot of headlines made a lot of movement on draft night, a lot of varying opinions on what they did. And I think it's real important, at least from my standpoint, to separate the players they drafted, whom I like. In a vacuum, I like both players. I don't like the circumstances that led those players to Phoenix and the cost they gave up. And to me, Vinny, it's just I didn't expect any more missteps or selling low now that Jeff Bauer was in the building, because I thought